Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson, and in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys a game preview of what to look for in the Dallas Cowboys versus Broncos game that happens on Saturday. And before we hop into the video, I appreciate if you guys would like, subscribe if you're new, comment your thoughts on the video, and share with anyone who you think will like my content. So, hopping straight into it, man. The number one thing I am looking forward to, and the things I am going to keep an eye out for when watching the preseason game on Saturday, is O-line play, but it's specifically Tyler Smith. I want to know, does he get any reps at guard and tackle as well? Because we had a little bit of news come out with the Dallas Cowboys that on Thursday's joint practice against the Broncos, Tyron Smith ended out limping off the field and didn't end up returning in that practice. So, and they said their contingency plan for swing tackle is to have Tyler Smith as their left tackle. So what I'm really eyeing on is that, does Tyler Smith get first team reps, whatever that looks like for the Dallas Cowboys, which most likely will be their second stringers. That would be Cooper Rush, Ben DiNucci. I also heard that Will Grier won't be able to give it a go on Saturday because he has a groin issue, I believe, that he developed in, I think, either the joint practice or when they were out there in Oxnard. So, I just want to see how the O-line plays. I know our depth isn't that good. Hopefully, this is a key indication that if we do get beat up, not Tyler Smith, I want Tyler Smith to do great, but if everyone else pieces fall, like tackle, like with a Josh Ball or whatever, I don't want none of those guys to fail. But maybe it opens up for the Cowboys and they're like, well, if Tyron Smith, not if, but when Tyron Smith does get hurt and none of these backups are looking good at tackle, we need to go out and go sign a veteran left tackle. Like how I mentioned in yesterday's video, I would like for them to go out and sign Eric Fisher. 2, the wide receiver room. Particularly, not really nobody in particular, but I want to see how does Jalen Tolbert look if he plays. I haven't had any news come out. Tomorrow we'll find out the rosters and game day rosters, who will play, who will not play. We'll probably either most likely know tomorrow morning or tomorrow in the afternoon, closer to the game. If Jalen Tolbert doesn't play, I won't be mad at it, because Jalen Tolbert is definitely going to be your starter. He's your solidified number 2 alongside CeeDee Lamb. So, what I'm if Tolbert plays, I'm really excited to see how Tolbert looks, because tomorrow his 2 quarterbacks are going to be depends on how long Tolbert plays. If he plays for a couple of snaps, then that'll only be a couple snaps, but he'll probably get those couple snaps with Cooper Rush. And but I'm more intrigued to see how does Kevontae Turpin that we signed from the USFL a couple of weeks ago, how does he look like transitioning into the NFL? I want to see how he does in special teams, kick return, punt return, and also what he does at a receiver. TJ Vasher, he is one of the bubble guys on the roster, which that's what preseason is for. Preseason is to see your rookies, your second-year players who didn't get a whole lot of PT, and your bubble guys who can, depending on the preseason and training camp, if they did really well, they can fight for a roster spot, stay on the practice squad, hopefully get some PT on, when NFL games come. Or if they don't do well, this is probably going to be their last team, or, they're fighting out there to look good for another team. So, TJ Vasher, he needs to ball out and have a pretty good game. He has to make the most of his opportunities, because Cooper Rush is okay. He's solid for a backup. But Ben DiNucci, once Ben DiNucci goes in, you might as well just turn the TV off or just wait for the defense to get back on offense, because Ben DiNucci is a horrible quarterback. I'm also intrigued to see Simeon Fahar. Will be kind of intriguing to see. And Dennis Houston as well. Those are the 5 receivers I'm intrigued to look at. Intrigued to see is the D-line room, but specifically nose tackle. I am looking at John Ridgeway or Quentin Bohanna. Those are the 2 guys that are right now battling to get that number 1 spot as our nose tackle. I'm intrigued to see how they play and how violent and physical they can be. Same thing with Neville Gallimore. See what he does out there. He's gonna get reps out there at nose tackle / 3 tech. I'm intrigued to see what our second round pick Sam Williams looks like. Dante Fowler. This is who we picked up from the Falcons last year. That was one of our rare free agent signings that we did in the offseason. I'm intrigued to see how he does and how he looks as well. Terrell Basham, not really intrigued. We know what Terrell Basham is, but just want to see what this D-line room looks like. And the fourth thing I'm intrigued in seeing is the DB room, specifically Kelvin Joseph. That's really who I'm looking forward to. I want to see how he does in training camp. How, has he grown? Has he taken the next step to potentially be that cornerback 2 or 3 that depending on how Anthony Brown plays. If Anthony Brown plays, because he is on his last year of his 3-year deal that he got a couple of years ago from the Cowboys. So if he balls out, he might get another contract. If not, we're going to be banking on Kelvin Joseph to start getting starter reps. So hopefully Kelvin Joseph proves all of us right. Because I don't know how... I'm pretty sure most Cowboy fans, after hearing about what happened in the offseason, they're not really rocking with him. But a lot of the guys who liked him throughout draft process, like me, and a lot of people who liked him coming out of LSU / Kentucky, we're rooting for this guy. So hopefully he does really well. I would love for Kelvin Joseph to prove that he can be in this league and that he can get reputable snaps with the Cowboys and can potentially be our cornerback 2, be that nice playmaking number 2 corner next to, opposite of Trayvon Diggs. Also, I'm really intrigued with a Marquis Bell because this is the guy that is going to be competing for Donovan Wilson's spot. Because Donovan Wilson, same thing, last year of his rookie deal, and he can potentially be looking for a lot of money. If he balls out this year, which I think he will, he balls out. I said it before in the video. If he balls out, outprices himself for Dallas. He will be playing for another team. He won't be playing for the Cowboys. So let's see what Marquis Bell can do. If Marquis Bell can come in, bring in playmaking, and can bring in that and be another thumper that Donovan Wilson is, I think this would be a nice backup plan because, the Cowboys, they don't really invest in the safety room anyway. They bank on a lot of late round guys, any safeties between like the 5th, 7th round undrafted guys. They bank on a lot of those guys to come in and play like elite level safeties. So let's see how Marquis Bell does. He has that J-Ron Curse body build where he's 6'3". He's a hybrid. He can play safety on the roof. He can also play in the box. So it's intriguing to see what Marquis Bell does. Israel Mukwonmu, he's a project that we got in the 2021 draft. He's a 6'4". He played corner at South Carolina. Then he transitioned to free safety with the Dallas Cowboys. I want to see how he looks as well. This is another guy that you want to see what he can bring, because if he's another playmaking guy that we can hold on the field, this would be really nice in case Malik Hooker's tired for a player or two, and they can put him out there at free safety and he'll be fine. And we can still run our big nickel package like how we doing with having J-Ron Curse playing the box as a linebacker. You have Donovan Wilson, and then you can have, if, like I said, Malik Hooker needs to come out for a couple plays for a breather, we'll be fine with Israel Mukwonmu, and we don't have to worry about him getting burnt deep. And then for the last thing, the kicker battle. We had a lot of shakes and with training camp and everything like that. The kickers, they didn't do a whole lot of kicking in the joint practice on Thursday, and I'm intrigued to see what the Cowboys will do at kicker. And this is gonna be their first mini test between the kickers. Whoever's more accurate and things of that nature, they'll definitely win the job. After the game, almost likely will have a reaction after the game and everything like that. And just moving forward, to let you guys know, with a lot of these preseason games, I'm not going to be giving full breakdown analysis of how we beat teams. It's preseason, like I said, grain of salt. A lot of these preseason games, they're never determine a team, so don't take these games to heart. If you're betting on preseason games, you're all a wild dude. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. See you later.